Ad Victoriam, the Brotherhood of Steel is officially in Fallout 76. Hey Vault Dwellers, JV here, and today I'm discussing the Brotherhood in Fallout 76. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 videos just like this. Big thanks to CamoWorks for his gameplay. Please check out his channel in the description below. He went to the Greenbrier event, so everything you're seeing is directly from him. A lot of the conversation in this community in the last few days has revolved around the Brotherhood and whether them being in Fallout 76 is lore breaking, is Bethesda ignoring their own lore, their own established canon. Now we have an official announcement here from their Fallout Twitter. November 2077, a month after the Great War, Army Captain Roger Maxson arrived with survivors at the California bunker of Lost Hills. There he formed the Brotherhood of Steel, who used a functioning satellite to extend their reach across America, all the way to Appalachia. So if you look at the Fallout Bible, which accounts for basically every single event that happens on the Fallout timeline throughout all of the events, there's a significant gap for the Brotherhood between 2077, the year that the Great War began, and 2102, which is when Fallout 76 begins. And maybe that's on purpose. Maybe that's why Bethesda decided to set Fallout 76 in West Virginia very shortly after the Great War. We have to take this into context. Fallout 4 takes place 185 years later after Fallout 76. This is way closer to major events that happened towards the beginning of the Fallout timeline. We basically know nothing about the Brotherhood between 2077 and 2102. So what does that mean? Bethesda is going to fill the gaps for us. I think a lot of people are upset about this because they're like, how could the Brotherhood have gotten over here? We had no knowledge of this happening before. The Brotherhood is obviously in the Capital Wasteland in Fallout 3. That's way after. That's the issue. They're obviously in the Commonwealth, but again, that's way after. And so we have this gap, and Bethesda is more than willing to fill us in. Let us know what was happening to the Brotherhood in 2077 to 2102. What progress did they make up to this point? How organized are they? Is Captain Maxson still alive? You know, things like that I think would be really interesting. I think we know for sure that we're not going to run into any Brotherhood of Steel that are alive because, again, there are no humans in this game, no human NPCs. Every human you see is going to be a player. I don't expect Bethesda to betray that or pivot on that just because the Brotherhood is in the game. And what I mean by the Brotherhood being in the game, I mean they're mentioned in the game. They might even have an outpost in the game. They might have some kind of stronghold where they were, but they will most certainly either be gone or they'll be dead. Now, this shouldn't be entirely a surprise to anyone. I think people caught on very early in one of the early gameplay trailers or footages from E3. We saw a piece of armor or something along those lines, maybe a barricade that had the Brotherhood of Steel logo on it. And people were like, wait, Brotherhood? How are they in West Virginia? And then more recently with the gameplay footage from the Greenbrier event, we saw notes. The Brotherhood is explicitly mentioned. They have some sort of presence, but we absolutely should not expect to run into living, breathing Brotherhood soldiers. That's just not in the cards. That's not in the plan for Fallout 76. I made a video a while ago talking about super mutants. How in the world were super mutants going to be in this game? How did they make it over to West Virginia? That is another thing that's going to need to be explained. There's a gap in lore there where we just, most certainly there's no mention of them going over to West Virginia. West Virginia is pretty much irrelevant before Fallout 76 was announced. In the Fallout world, in the universe, before June whatever at E3, West Virginia was irrelevant. So a lot of this context is going to have to be in the game in order to explain why are super mutants there and why are Brotherhood there. As you guys know, I'm not the biggest lore guy. I'm not going to get frustrated if they have a particularly convenient excuse for these things being in West Virginia. I think that for gameplay's sake and just the fact that it's more of a fun game for us to be running around in power armor, for example, or encountering super mutants, just for the sake of it feeling like a Fallout game, I want those elements in my game. And so I don't really care what the excuse is or what the reasoning is. I'll certainly cover it. I'm planning to do a lot more lore-related content for Fallout 76, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But all in all, this is exciting for me. I'm excited to learn more about the Brotherhood of Steel, what their sort of chapter was doing in West Virginia, what their purpose was, what happened to them, maybe some interesting holotapes, so on and so forth. In the comment section, tell me what you think about the Brotherhood being in this game. Are you happy? Do you think they shouldn't be? Is there a lore reason behind that? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 content, like my last video where we discussed the game's frame rate. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.